What's the most unexpected way someone saved lives on deployment? Afghanistan, 2013. FOB Salerno. Remote as hell. Specialist Rivera was our resident weirdo. Quiet guy, always reading bird-watching books. We'd find him outside during downtime, staring at the sky for hours, taking notes in a little journal. Everyone teased him, called him Birdman. Even the captain joked about it. Rivera's gathering intelligence on Taliban pigeons. Nobody took him seriously. Rivera didn't care. Every day, same routine. Wake up, pull duty, then spend every free minute studying the local birds. He had these bizarre charts tracking migration patterns, feeding behaviors, nesting sites, detailed notes on species I'd never heard of. One morning in July, Rivera bursts into the TOC during the commander's briefing, completely against protocol. Major was about to tear him a new one. "Sir, something's wrong. The birds are gone. All of them. Overnight." Major dismissed him. "This isn't National Geographic specialist. Get out." Rivera wouldn't leave. "Sir, I've documented 26 species here for 8 months. They never leave." Something scared them off. XO started to escort him out when Rivera said something that stopped everyone cold. The last time this happened was right before the 2012 bombing. I checked the records. Command got quiet. That attack had killed 8 soldiers. Major made a call, ordered an immediate FOB-wide IED sweep, brought in extra EOD teams, K9 units, the works. They found it 3 hours later. Massive VB-IED buried at the main gate. 500 pounds of explosives wired to a cell phone. Would have taken out half the base if it had gone off. Taliban had been tunneling under the perimeter for weeks. The vibrations drove away the birds. After that, Rivera got his own office in the TOC. Command made bird watching part of our security protocol. His reports went straight to intelligence. By the end of deployment, he'd predicted 3 more attacks. Saved dozens of lives. Got a Bronze Star with valor. The day we left, Major presented Rivera with custom binoculars. Had the unit crest engraved on them. The entire battalion started collecting bird watching books for other FOBs. Rivera never changed. Still quiet, still awkward. But nobody called him Birdman again. At least not as an insult. When we got home, I asked him how he learned so much about Afghan birds. Figured he'd been some kind of ornithologist in civilian life. "Nah," he said. "I was a line cook at Denny's. Never saw a bird book until basic training. Just got bored on my first deployment and started watching them. Found it peaceful." "So how'd you know about the birds leaving before the 2012 bombing?" He shrugged. "I didn't. I made that up. But something felt wrong when they disappeared. Like silence before a tornado." That's when I understood. Rivera wasn't just watching birds. He was developing situational awareness in its purest form. Noticing tiny changes in environment that everyone else missed. He re-enlisted. Works for special operations now. Can't tell me exactly what he does, but says it involves environmental pattern analysis. Fancy way of saying he still watches birds. Last I heard, they've expanded the program to other bases. Forward operating bases across Afghanistan now have designated environmental observers with high-powered binoculars and wildlife guides. So now when you see soldiers staring at birds in war zones, they're not slacking off. They're carrying on Rivera's legacy. The intelligence community calls it biomimetic surveillance patterns. The rest of us just call it the Rivera Protocol. Sometimes the oddball in your unit is the one who sees what everyone else misses. And sometimes the difference between life and death is noticing what isn't there anymore. I started watching birds when I got home. Not the same as Rivera, but enough to understand. There's wisdom in paying attention to the small things. The creatures that have survived in war zones long before we arrived know things about danger that our technology can't detect. Nature warns its own. Rivera just figured out how to listen. Now there's a bronze statue of a bird at FOB Salerno's main gate. Beneath it, a simple plaque. Pay attention. Military training teaches you to look for threats. But Rivera taught us that sometimes safety isn't about what you see. It's about what you notice is missing.